Hello all, I'm Gunam Adivanan from Officers IAS Academy. Friends, we are coming up with an exclusive live quiz program based on current affairs targeting 2024 films on a weekly basis. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in our Officers Path channel, we will be coming up with this live quiz program. So how to participate? So for which you have to install an mobile application. So go to either App Store or the Google Play Store to download this application named Kahoot application. Download and install it. Alright. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in the live video, I will be giving you a 7-digit PIN. So you have to enter that 7-digit PIN in your installed application. In the Kahoot application, you have to enter that 7-digit PIN. Or we will give you a QR code. If you are not interested in installing the application, you can scan the QR code in the web browser. You can open the web page. In that you can enter this 7-digit PIN number and you can participate in this quiz program. So once you enter the 7-digit number, the application will ask you to give a username. So you have to give your username. Followed by your username, please give your last 4 digits of your mobile phone number. For example, my username is Guna8990. The last 4 digits of my phone number. So like that you can create your own username. That's all. You are ready to participate in the quiz. So in the live video, I will be showing you the question. The question will be followed by 4 options as usual, A, B, C, D. The 4 options will have a color code, right? So option A, red color, option B, blue color, option C, green color, option D, yellow color. So the 4 options will have 4 different color codes. So in your mobile phone, you have installed the Kahoot application, right? So the Kahoot application in your phone, in your device, it will show you 4 colored box, only 4 colored box. Only in the video which you are watching, in that live video, I will give you the question, followed by that 4 option I will be giving you. The 4 option will have a color code, right? So if you are going to choose A as the right answer, then A has red color, then in your mobile phone you will have a red colored box. You have to choose that. That's all. If the answer which you have chosen is correct, and if you have chosen that quickly, for every question we will give you 60 seconds. Assume that I am choosing A is the right answer, and I am choosing within 20 seconds, within 10 seconds, based on how quickly I choose the question. I have to choose the correct one and I have to choose it as early as possible. So the one who is choosing at the earliest will be given more points. So if I am choosing in 20 seconds, I will be given more points. If someone is choosing at 30 seconds, then relatively lesser points, right? So this is how the quiz will work. So at the end of the program, we will show you the leaderboard. Between the questions also, I will show you the leaderboard. At the end, I will show you the final leaderboard. The one with more number of points will be given a certificate, right? The idea of the quiz program is to provide you a real-time experience of solving the questions along with that competitive environment, right? I hope this program adds more value to your preparation. So along with this, we have a daily current affairs hit list series, daily answer rating initiative. So all these initiatives will give you a competitive edge in your 2024 prelims as well as mains, right? I hope this adds more value to your preparation. So see you in the quiz. Till then, bye. Take care.
Hi all, good evening. We're back again with this week's edition of Officers IAS Academy's UPSC online quiz. I'm Swetha from Officers IAS Academy. I will be the host for today's quiz. Before we start, I will be running you all through some general instructions. Today's quiz will be having 15 questions. Each question you will have to choose the correct answer from a given set of 4 options. Hope you all are ready. The quickest mind gets to score the maximum points. And the game pin for today is 8752368. I repeat, it is 8752368. So buckle up guys, let's start with the first question for today. Consider the following statements about exoplanets. Planets that orbit around another planet are called exoplanets. The closest known exoplanet to Earth is Proxima Centauri b. You need to choose which of the above statements given is or are correct. We have 28 seconds left. And we have received 37 answers so far. Come on guys, I want everybody to answer. The last 10 seconds. And yes, the time is up. The correct answer to this question is option B, 2 only. I see most of the students have answered it right. In our solar system, we know that all the planets, they orbit around the sun. So exoplanets are those planets which orbit around stars other than the sun. So basically, they are nothing but planets which is outside our solar system. So the first statement is wrong. And coming to the second statement, the closest known exoplanet to Earth is Proxima Centauri b is correct. It is about 4 light years away from Earth. Let us go to the leaderboard. So we have Madhu in the first place, followed by Anshu, Kavya, Shakti Devi and Sujit. Good going guys. Others, please cheer up. We have 14 more questions left. Passing on to the second question for today. Which one of the following glaciers is primarily located in the state of Sikkim? Option A, Siachen Glacier, option B, Zemu Glacier, option C, Pindri Glacier and option D, Milam Glacier. It is a 30-second question and you have 16 seconds left. We have received 31 answers so far. And yes, the time is up. The correct answer is option B, Zemu Glacier. Again, most of you all have answered it right. So, Siachen Glacier, as we all know, it is located in eastern Karakoram range in the Union Territory of Ladakh. It is strategically important to India. Why? Because it is situated next to the line of control which separates India and Pakistan. Passing on to Zemu Glacier, it is one of the largest glaciers in eastern Himalayas. So, Zemu Glacier is primarily located in the state of Sikkim. It is located in the Kanchenjunga National Park. Passing on to the third glacier, Pindri Glacier, it is located in the Indian state of Uttarakhand and it is surrounded by peaks such as Nanda Devi, Nanda Kot. And the last option, Milam Glacier, is also in the state of Uttarakhand. It is located in the Kumaon region of the Himalayas. So, the correct answer to this question is Zemu Glacier. On the leaderboard, we have Anshu who's finished it first, followed by Kavya, Shakti Devi. On the 4th place, we have Sujit and on the 5th place, we have Monisha. I can see Ramji, he is the highest climber. He's climbed up by 5 places. Good going guys. Let us pass on to the third question for today. Consider the following statements regarding flamingos. Flamingos, they get their pink color from the food that they consume. Pulicat Lake, Rann of Kutch, Chilka Lake are notable sites where flamingos can be spotted in India. Flamingos are filter feeders, primarily consuming small invertebrates and algae. In India, flamingos are commonly found in freshwater lakes but are rarely observed in coastal areas. You need to select how many statements given above is or are correct. We have received 35 answers so far. So flamingos, they are usually social birds which live in groups. The time is up. The correct answer is option C, only 3. Most of you all have answered it right. Okay, flamingos, they are basically grey or white in color. The food that they consume, basically it can be small invertebrates or algae. It contains carotenoid pigments. So these carotenoid pigments will be broken down in the flamingo's liver, and that is going to give the flamingos a pink color on their beaks, on their skin and on their feathers. So the first statement is correct. The second statement, Pulicat Lake, which is there on the border of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, the Rann of Kutch, which is in Gujarat, and Chilika Lake, which is in Odisha, are notable sites where flamingos can be spotted. They provide conducive environments for them to feed and also to breed. Flamingos are filter feeders. Okay, this statement is also right. It is because flamingos, they have a unique structure known as bills, which is having lamellae. So in shallow water, when they are feeding, they are going to stir up the mud and water using their bills, and using the lamellae, they will filter out the food, which is nothing but invertebrates and algae. So the third statement is also right. The fourth statement is wrong because flamingos are commonly observed both in freshwater lakes and also in brackish water areas. For example, Pulicat Lake is a brackish water lagoon and flamingos are found here. So why was this question in the news is that the lesser flamingos, which is one of the species of flamingo, recently has come back to Pulicat Lake after a 6-year long gap. So that is why this particular bird is important, and it was in the news. Let us go on to the leaderboard. We have Anshu, who is still leading in this question, followed by Kavya. Shakti Devi is on the third place, followed by Sujit and Monisha. And Manigandan, he is the highest climber. He has gone up by 9 places. Good going. Passing on to the fourth question. Udam Shakti portal functions under the administrative control of which ministry? Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Ministry of Women and Child Development, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Last 10 seconds left and we have received 38 answers. Okay, the time is up. Most of you all have answered this question also correctly. Very good. It is under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. So what is this Udam Shakti portal? It is going to provide information about various financial schemes and also policies and programs which help women entrepreneurs to become self-reliant. Passing on to the fifth question for today. Okay, on the leaderboard we have Kavya, who's overtaken Anshu in this question. On the third place we have Sujit, followed by Monisha and Shakti Devi. Anshu, you have the highest answer streak of 4. Congratulations. Passing on to the fifth question. Which of the following regions is often referred to as the world's third pole? Central Siberian Plateau, option B, Columbia Icefield, option C, the Himalaya, Karakoram and Hindu Kush mountain ranges, and option D, Perito Moreno Glacier. We have received 34 answers, 35, yes, the time is up. The correct answer is option C, Most of you have got it right. Okay, why is this Himalayan Karakoram and Hindu Kush mountain ranges known as the third pole is because this region is having almost 55,000 glaciers and it is having more fresh water than anywhere else in the world except for the north and the south poles. So, because of this enormous amount of glacial ice that it contains, this region is commonly referred to as the third pole. So, where is this region present? So, this whole region, it spans over 2,400 kilometers. It spreads across 6 nations, which India is also included. So, it is spanning over India, Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan and Afghanistan. Let us have a look at the leaderboard. So, Kavya has retained the first place, followed by Anshu. On the third we have Sujit, followed by Monisha and Shakti Devi. So, 7 players have hit an answer streak of 3. Good going, guys. Passing on to the next question. The Global Multidimensional Poverty Index is jointly developed by which of the following organizations? Option A, World Bank and International Monetary Fund. Option B, United Nations Development Programme and Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative. Option C, Asian Development Bank and European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Option D, United Nations Children's Fund and World Health Organization. So, this index is released by 2 institutions as a joint initiative. Yes, the time is up. The correct answer is United Nations Development Programme and Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative. So, what is this multidimensional poverty index? So, it is going to capture the multiple deprivations which people in developing countries are facing, especially in the fields of health, education and standard of living. So, it is going to tell you the intensity and also the incidence of this multidimensional poverty. So, what is incidence? It is nothing but a head count of how many people are multidimensionally poor, and the intensity is nothing but it is an average deprivation score which is experienced by the multidimensionally poor people. It also presents the income poverty, meaning the people who are living below the national poverty line. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Kavya is still retaining the first place. Congratulations, Kavya. Followed by Anshu. On the third we have Sujit, Monisha, and on the 5th place we have another Sujit. Good going, guys. Others, come on, you still have 8 questions left. Passing on to the next question. Consider the following statements about auroras. Auroras are primarily visible near the equator and are devoid of in the polar regions. Auroras, they occur due to the collision of charged particles from the sun with the Earth's atmosphere. You need to select which of the above statements are correct. Auroras was in the news because recently over Hanli village of Ladakh, there was a beautiful display of auroras. Okay, the correct answer is option B, 2 only. So, what is a aurora? Aurora is nothing but it is a beautiful display of natural light on the sky. The light, it can be yellow or it can be blue or it can be green in color. So, why does this auroras occur? Auroras, they occur when the charged particles from the sun come into the Earth's atmosphere and interact with gases which is there inside the Earth's atmosphere. The sun, we know it emits charged particles such as protons, neutrons and also magnetic fields. So, when these enter into the Earth's atmosphere and interact with gases like oxygen, you get a green colored display of light on the sky, and when it interacts with nitrogen, you are going to get a bluish or a purplish shade on the sky. So, the second statement is correct. The first statement is wrong because auroras are also known as polar lights, meaning they are most visible mainly near the north and the south poles. So, the first statement is wrong. Auroras in the northern latitudes will be called as aurora borealis and the auroras in the southern latitudes will be called as Aurora australis. Let us pass on to the leaderboard. Okay, Kavya, she is having a strong hold over the first place, followed by Anshu. Third place we have Sujit, followed by Monisha and Sujit on the fifth place. So 6 players, they have hit an answer streak of 3. Good going, guys. Passing on to the next question. Consider the following traditional cultural elements of India: Kalbelia, Garba, Yoga, Durga Puja, Mudiyettu. How many of the events are marked as intangible cultural heritage of humanity by UNESCO? Option A only 1, option B only 3, option C only 4 and option D all 5. So intangible, the word means something that cannot be touched or felt. We have received 37 answers so far. The last 10 seconds left. The time is up. The correct answer is all 5. Yes, most of you all have answered as all 5, but some of you I can see have answered only 4. Okay. So, cultural heritage, it does not restrain itself to monuments or just collection of objects. Those traditions which we receive from our ancestors and is passed down through the generations, such as the rituals or any festive events or any skills with which you produce the traditional crafts, everything can also be taken as cultural heritage, and this comes under the intangible cultural heritage. So UNESCO, it establishes this list of intangible cultural heritage mainly with the aim of giving it better protection and also telling about the significance of its and also spreading awareness about its significance. So from India we have 15 cultural elements and all the above 5 are included in this list. Kalbelia is nothing but a folk dance and song of Rajasthan. Garba is a dance from Gujarat. We have Yoga, Durga Puja of Kolkata, and Mudiyettu is nothing but a ritual theatre and dance form of Kerala. So all these 5 is having a place on the list of the cultural heritage released by UNESCO. Passing on to the leaderboard. I can see there is no change on the leaderboard. Kavya is on the first place, followed by Anshu. On the third place we have Sujit. On the fourth we have Monisha, and on fifth we have Sujit again. So 3 players, you have reached an answer streak of 3. Good going, guys. Others, come on, please try to answer quicker. Passing on to the 9th question for today. Which of the following adaptive mechanisms occur in the desiccation tolerant plants to inhibit water loss? Option 1, waxy cuticle on the surface of leaves. The second option is specialized succulent stems. Third, extensive root systems. So you need to select the correct answer. The options are 2 and 3 only, option B 2 only, option C 3 only, and option D 1, 2 and 3. So the word desiccation here, it means drying up or loss of moisture. So what will the plants do to be tolerant to the loss of moisture? So that is what is the question. The answer is 1, 2 and 3, option D. Most of you all have got it right. So what do these desiccation tolerant plants do? So desiccation tolerant plants, during the dry periods, they go to a dormant state, meaning they reduce their metabolic activities and thus they conserve energy. And once there is water, they get back to their normal functioning. So what adaptations do these plants have? The first is waxy cuticle on the surface of leaves. It is nothing but a waxy layer of cuticle will be on the surface of leaves. This will help in reducing the rate of evaporation. So, the water loss from the plant is going to be reduced. The second is specialized succulent stems. So, these stems are in such a way that it can store and retain moisture during the drought periods. So, that option is also correct. And third is extensive root systems. By using the extensive root systems, it is capable of tapping into groundwater sources, especially when there is not enough water available. So, all the three are adaptations of desiccation tolerant plants. So, what is the significance of these plants? These plants, they become very important in agriculture, especially in areas where it is arid and the environment is a little harsh. So, in those places these plants can be cultivated. Passing on to the leaderboard. Oh, nice. Anshu has taken over Kavya in this question. We have Kavya on the second place, followed by Sujit, Monisha and Sujit. Shakti Devi, you are back with an answer streak of 3. Good going. Passing on to the next question. Traffic, which works to ensure that trade in wild plants and animals is not a threat to the conservation of nature, is a option A, intergovernmental organization, option B, non-governmental organization, option C, specialized agency of the United Nations, and option D, international agency created under Convention on Biological Diversity. We have received only 28 answers. Guys, come on. Last 5 seconds. The option B is non-governmental organization. Most of you all have got it right. Very good. Traffic is nothing but trade records analysis of flora and fauna in commerce. It is nothing but it is a non-governmental organization which is working to ensure that trade in the wild plants and animals is not going to affect the conservation of nature. So, it is helping both in biological diversity conservation and also in sustainable development. So, when was this traffic founded? It was founded in 1979. It is a joint program by 2 different organizations. One is the Worldwide Fund for Nature and the second is the International Union for Conservation of Nature. This is WWF and IUCN. Together they have founded the traffic in 1979. Passing on to the leaderboard. Kavya has come to the first place again, followed by Hanshu. On the third place we have Monisha. On the fourth we have Sujit. And on the fifth place we have Ramji. Good, Ramji. Monisha, you are having the highest answer streak of 10. Good going. Congratulations. Passing to the 11th question. Consider the following statements about dengue. Dengue is a viral infection. It spreads through the bite of infected Culex species of mosquitoes. Dengue infection survivors are known to have lifelong protection from reinfection. Which of the above statements is or are correct? Option A, 1 only, option B, 1 and 2 only, option C, 2 and 3 only, and option D, 1 and 3 only. So, many trials to create a vaccine for dengue is taking place worldwide. We have received 34 answers. The correct answer for this question is option A, 1 only. Okay. So, dengue is a viral infection. The virus which causes dengue is dengue virus. It is a vector-borne disease and it is carried by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. So, statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is wrong. It is not Culex species of mosquitoes, it is the Aedes aegypti species of mosquitoes. The same species of mosquitoes is responsible for also causing chikungunya, yellow fever, and also it also carries the Zika virus. Coming to the third statement, dengue infection survivors are known to have lifelong protection from reinfection. It is wrong. Why? Because dengue virus, there are 4 serotypes. There are 4 different types, that is dengue virus 1, dengue virus 2, dengue virus 3 and dengue virus 4. So if you are going to get affected by dengue virus 1, you will have lifelong protection from that particular virus, but you may get infected by the other 3 serotypes. So it means in your lifetime you can get infected with dengue 4 times. Just because of the presence of these 4 serotypes, the creation of vaccine is also becoming very tricky, because an ideal vaccine has to make sure that it is efficient against all the 4 serotypes. So this is why creating a vaccine for dengue is becoming very difficult. So from here we have option A, only the first statement is correct. So the correct answer is option A, 1 only. Passing on to the leaderboard. Okay, Kavya is there on the first place, followed by Anshu. On the third we have Monisha. On the fourth we have Sujit. And on the fifth place we have Shakti Devi. 4 players, they have hit an answer streak of 3. Good going, guys. Passing on to the next question. With reference to the European Organization for Nuclear Research, known as CERN, consider the following statements. CERN operates the world's largest particle physics laboratory. The Higgs boson was observed for the first time at CERN's Large Hadron Collider, and India is a founding member of the CERN. Which of the above statements is or are correct? Option A, 1 only. Option B, 1 and 2 only. Option C, 2 and 3 only. And option 4, 1 and 3 only. We have received 29 answers. So recently the physicist who has theorized the Higgs boson particle, Mr. Peter Higgs, he passed away last month. The correct answer is option B, 1 and 2 only. So the first statement is correct. CERN is the largest particle physics laboratory in the world. Coming to the second statement, the Higgs boson was observed for the first time at CERN's Large Hadron Collider is also true. In 2012, this particular Higgs boson particle were observed, which led to the receiving of Nobel Prize in the following year. So what is this Large Hadron Collider? It is nothing but it is a giant particle accelerator. So what happens inside the machine is that small subatomic particles will be crushed with high energy. So when these particles are made to collide, it will result in creating particles which are similar to those which was present at the time of Big Bang, that is when the universe was born. So when you are studying the debris of the collision, you will be able to understand what the universe is made up of, how is the universe functioning. The major goal of this organization CERN is to understand how the universe was formed and how it works. So the second statement is also correct. Coming to the third statement, India is a founding member of CERN. No, India is not a founding member of CERN. So the third option is correct. In 2017, India has just become an associate member of CERN. It is not a founding member. So by being an associate member, India will be able to take up engineering contracts in that particular organization, and the organization will also be open for the Indians to apply for staff positions in the organization. So the third statement is wrong and the remaining 2 are correct. Let us have a look at the leaderboard. Kavya is still in the first place, followed by Hanshu. On the third we have Monisha. On the fourth place we have Sujit, and Arvind is there on the fifth place. So Karthik, you're back with an answer streak of 3. Good, congratulations. Passing on to the 13th question of the day. With reference to the Permanent Court of Arbitration, which one of the following statements is not correct? I repeat, you have to select the incorrect statement. It was set up by the United Nations. It provides services of an arbitral tribunal to resolve disputes that arise out of international agreements between member states, international organizations or private parties. Third statement, The cases span a range of legal issues involving territorial and maritime boundaries, sovereignty, human rights, international investment and regional trade. Now, statement D, India is a party to this PCA. You need to select which of this option is incorrect. We have received 33 answers so far. The time is up. I see most of you all have chosen option D. Okay, it is actually option A. It was set up by the United Nations is the wrong statement. Okay, this PCA, it was set up by Convention for Pacific Settlement of International Disputes in 1899 at the first Hague Conference. Okay, so it is not an agency which was set up by the United Nations. Option A is incorrect. Option B is correct. So, Permanent Court of Arbitration, it is not a traditional court. It is not going to have sitting judges and all that. The parties concerned will select the arbitrators. It is mainly acting as an arbitral tribunal to resolve the disputes which is going to come out of international agreements. Okay, it can be between the member states or it can be between two different international organizations or even private parties. So, these cases, it can be related to maritime boundaries or territorial boundaries, the human rights issues, international investments and also international and regional trade. So, all these cases will be looked after by the PCA. Option D, India is a party to PCA. It is right. India is a party to the PCA. Okay, it joined PCA when it was formed according to, it had signed the Convention of 1899. So, it is a part of PCA. Okay, on the leaderboard we have Kavya on the first place, followed by Anshu, Arvind, Monisha and Anand. He has come to the 5th place. Good going. And Karthi is the highest climber. Congratulations. Passing to the penultimate question of today. Consider the following pairs related to India's 3-stage nuclear program. So, on stage 1, fast breeder reactors were used. Stage 2, pressurized heavy water reactors were used. And on stage 3, advanced nuclear power systems for utilization of thorium. You have to select how many of the above pairs are correctly matched. So, India's 3-stage nuclear program, it is given by Department of Atomic Energy. And this vision, it was created by Dr. Homi J. Bhabha, who is fondly remembered as the father of India's nuclear program. So, the correct option here is only one pair. Most of you all have selected the right answer. Only the third pair is rightly matched here. So, in stage 1, we have used pressurized heavy water reactors and not fast breeder reactors. So, in pressurized heavy water reactors, heavy water, which is nothing but an isotope of hydrogen, deuterium, will be used as the moderator. And here we have natural uranium, which is getting converted into plutonium-239. So, that is the stage 1. And in stage 2 only we use fast breeder reactors. So, fast breeder reactors is nothing but here you use a mixture of uranium and plutonium and instead the fuel which is being used is going to create extra fuel. So, that is why you are getting the term breeder here. Okay, so, fast breeder reactors, it was mainly the importance was signified by Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who found that fast breeder reactors can be used on stage 2. And in stage 3, we have the advanced nuclear power systems for utilization of thorium. See, thorium as such is not a fissile material. So, but once it absorbs a neutron, it is going to transmute into uranium-233, which is a fissile material. India is having abundant reserves of thorium. So the major aim is to utilize thorium in this nuclear energy program. So here the first two stages they have been interchanged, only the third stage is correct. So the correct answer here is only one pair. Having a look at the leaderboard, we have Kavya on the first place, followed by Anshu. On the third place we have Arvind. On the fourth we have Monisha, and on the fifth we have Anant. So Arvind, you are having an highest answer streak of 12. Great Arvind, congratulations. Passing on to the last question for today. Consider the following statements about the Antarctic Treaty. India has been a consultative party to the Antarctic Treaty. The first Indian Antarctica research station, Dakshin Gangotri, is still in operation. Third statement is India is hosting the latest edition of Antarctic Treaty consultative meeting in Kochi. Which of the above statements is or are correct? Option A 1 and 2 only. Option B 2 and 3 only. Option C 1 and 3 only, and option D 1, 2, 3, which is nothing but all the above. Okay, the correct answer to this question is option D 1, 2, 3. All the three statements are right. So this Antarctic Treaty, it was signed in 1959 by 12 countries. It came into force in 1961. So what are the key features of this treaty is that Antarctica will be used only for peaceful purposes. No militarization or fortification of Antarctica is going to be allowed, and all signatories will have freedom to carry out research and scientific investigations and make the data available freely to everybody else. Nuclear testing or disposing the radioactive wastes or anything of such sort will be prohibited anywhere near Antarctica. So these are the key features of the treaty. So here, coming to the first statement, India has been a consultative party to Antarctic Treaty since 1983. So what is this consultative party? It means the countries which are showing some interest in Antarctica by carrying out their scientific investigation there. So statement 1 is correct. Passing on to the next statement. The first Indian Antarctica research station is Dakshin Gangotri. It is Dakshin Gangotri, but it is not still in operation because it was submerged under ice, and operations it was stopped somewhere around 1989 to 1990. The second research station of India there was Maitri, and the third research station was Bharati. Okay, so India is having 3 research stations, out of which 1 is not in operation. So the second statement is incorrect. The third statement, India is hosting the latest edition of Antarctic Treaty Consultative Meeting in Kochi, is right. It is actually ongoing from May 20th to May 30th of this year. It is ongoing. So what is this consultative meeting? Every year the consultative parties, they meet and they take up discussions relating to common interests relating to Antarctica. So this particular year it is taking place in India. India has also hosted it one other time in New Delhi in 2007. So the third statement is also correct. So with this, let us pass on to the final podium. In the third place, we have Arvind, who's got 12 out of 15 questions right. Congratulations. The second, we have Anshu, who's also got 12 out of 15. And on the first place, we have Kavya, who's got 13 out of 15 questions right. Congratulations to all the winners, and also congratulations to all the participants. I hope this quiz helped you recollect some of the important topics which was in the news. Happy preparation, guys. Thank you.